Hi, I'm Ann Walton,
I'm Rodger Sorrow.
and we're trainers with the Center for Nonviolent Communication.
And a married couple.
Yeah, and we want to share a story about a situation where we used NVC. Do you want to start off with your piece, Rod?
Sure, you bet. We're getting ready to go to do a day-long training, and we've got probably an hour and a half drive to get there. So we're getting up at Old Dark 100 and getting things lined up. Let's see, there was a sequence of events that became exciting for me. One of the things I wanted to do was take my laptop with me, and so I shut it down, and it gives me this message: don't unplug it, don't turn it off, and that was a little annoying because I'm wanting to be able to turn it off when I want to turn it off. You know what, I did want to take some supplements with me that day, and so I went to where I usually keep them, and they weren't there. And so then I went to look to, another place they might have been, and they weren't there. And so now this is strike two, and I'm starting to get a little bit irritated, I wanted to drink one more cup of coffee out of the coffee pot before, loading it up. And I go into the kitchen to get that last cup of coffee, and Ann has put this canvas bag on the counter right in front of the coffee pot. And that was all it took, I'm just wanting something to be easy this morning. I just picked up that little canvas bag and threw it on the floor, And of course, that's when Ann walked in and saw me throwing the bag that she had placed there onto the floor.
And meanwhile, back at the ranch, I've gone looking for a certain supplement that's in the container that Rodger went looking for. And I find the container from the spot that it usually is not. I pick it up, I look in it, and I move it to another spot where it usually isn't kept. And just after that, I come to him and say, oh, I just remembered, it's 10 minutes before we're leaving, and now I remember I want to take products with us to sell. And I go into the kitchen then and put the bag on the counter to put the coffee pot in. I'm being really helpful and putting this bag there ready that Rodger can load the coffee pot into there.
So we get out the door a little bit later than what we had planned, but we're both triggered now and not talking to each other, and on our way to teach a nonviolent communication workshop. Yeah. So, as fortune would have it, we had this hour and a half drive to get there, and about 20 minutes of self-empathy and just breathing, enjoying the beautiful California coast. And I had reached a place of peace and calm and alert and reconnected to myself. I could see what my needs were, and it was obvious Ann had been wanting to contribute by putting that bag there. I didn't know she was even anybody was going to see me pick that bag up and just throw it, And but I was ready to. I had connected to myself, and I was ready to reconnect with Ann. We're on our way to our location. She's driving, and I just simply reached over and touched her and said, I'd like to connect when you're ready. And what happened then?
Well, I wasn't quite ready. I'm still, I'm driving, and how dare he throw that bag on the counter? I was just trying to be helpful. It doesn't serve anything for me to try and be helpful. And I'm still, maybe not quite at that level, but I'm still up there. So he reaches over and touches me, and then, okay. So another maybe 5 or 10 minutes go by, and then I reach over and touch him as well.
It was important that I wait until she was ready too.
Yeah.
I let her know that I'm ready to connect, but she was still chewing on it, so she needed some time to finish, and before she was ready, and so that was important that I waited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing about timing, and just by Rodger reaching over and touching me, helped me then. Okay, it's going to be okay. It's all going to work out. He does love me, even though I threw the bag on the floor. So that helped me to get ready to interact with you again and to reconnect.
Yeah, we communicate a lot with touch. By touching Ann, she could read my energy more than just the sound of my voice. Mm-hmm. Okay, but she could, I'm saying that I'm ready to connect, and I'm demonstrating it with the tone of my voice as well as the quality of the touch. And so I'm letting her know I'm ready, and then I waited until she was ready, and then we talked through it, and we could really hear how it was for each other, and we cleared it, and then we had a great live example to share at that workshop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's always good to have live examples. And yeah, thank you for saying that about the touch, because that was the most important piece of the reconnection for me, of realizing that I want to reconnect with Rodger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks.
Thanks.